Yo, what's going on, people? Digi here, back again with another video. Today, as always, on market reviews on a Wednesday, going to be looking at Bitcoin, see what's gone on in the past week. Before we get started, a little disclaimer: everything you see on my videos is intended as educational advice only, not meant to be any sort of financial advice. All of that, all of that, all of that. So, let's go ahead. See what's been going down in the last week. Update this chart as well. So, um, last week was the 8th of April, so we were here. We talked about price, running these stops, running up, filling this liquidity void, and then seeing where price was going. Now, I believe last week my premise was if price was going to move before the halving, we were likely to see a movement up. Still have these stops, $10,500 and above, or 10,500 to be more precise, that are willing to be taken. But sentiment is very bearish globally, not just the crypto markets, but legacy markets also with the coronavirus. So it's hard to see price moving significantly as a result of the halving. So what halving is? Sometime in early May, right? Or I've seen someone mention 28 days. I don't know where we are right now. Things just all seem to be merging into one in terms of like days, weeks, whatever. So yeah, coming back to where we was, I think what's very interesting if we look for the price movement last couple of weeks, it's literally just been stuck in a range. Bitcoin doesn't know what to do. So we've touched the top here, which is 7,200, bottom here, which is 6,555, kind of just hovering in between those two levels right now. So you ever see a period like this, you're pretty sure that one way or another price is going to move. It's not just going to consolidate like this for the next few months. The question we now want to ask is where's price going to move to? So if when I kind of have my gut feeling with this again, kind of thinking how things are going to go with the halving, we have had some significant movement here, nearly a 2x from the bottom. What's this? 3.8 and 7.4, so pretty much 2x from the bottom. People have made their money. Halving is maybe not going to be as much as an event as what it was expected to be, but yeah, hand on heart, kind of feeling that price will move up. We will take some stops before we go in any direction that we're going in. I mean, a lot of people want to put their nail to the cross. I was thinking one of the key parts about trading Bitcoin is that ability to be flexible and pivot. Are you only going to be a bull, buy on the way up? Nothing wrong with that, but then you have to pick your time. Are you able to be flexible, short the market? And I want to touch on this actually now we're talking about it. I think a lot of us here in this industry do have some sort of like emotional attachment to the price of Bitcoin going up. Of course we do, right? Underlying premise is, you're holding Bitcoin. If you are, you're always going to make more money when the price of it goes up than when the price of it goes down. And even those traders who trade Bitcoin collateral asset and increase their Bitcoin holdings when they're shorting, they do so in the belief that more likely than not, the Bitcoin price will increase. Yes, you do get those traders who are able to differentiate between that, but hats off to them. I've never really been able to be one of those guys. So coming back to what we was talking about is, just the ability to be flexible, pivot, learn things. Right now, one of the great things you can do is learn from a Black Swan event. A lot of things are happening right now that are unprecedented. I keep saying that word a lot, but they are. You'll never see this environment in any sort of normal global event outside of a war. So just think about that, guys. And I mean, I'm talking like a global war here. I'm not talking a war between, a Western country and maybe a country in Asia or Africa or South America. Talking about, global conflict. Everyone is affected. Everyone's at home. One thing that just really stood out to me here is just these two candles here. Literally, price is just telling you here that it doesn't know what to do. Volume really reflects that as well. Very low volume. I mean, this is on Coinbase. Maybe not the best exchange to use, but just deal with it. This is the one I like using for charting. And yeah, I mean, not really much else, I guess, guys. If you're trading right now, just kind of stick to any plans. If you're not, totally understandable. Wait until the setup comes along based on what you want to do. And I think another thing that just kind of I came across yesterday, we were just having a conversation with this, and I just thought it was very poignant for you to be able to, build your edge on certain things and understand the market. And a friend was telling me around referral links um, for, for a particular individual and his referral affiliate income. And basically, I think what this guy has learned is that when he's been around a while, as long as as long as you guys probably know, in terms of you get income from when someone's trading on an exchange as your affiliate, right? So basically, what he's done is he's able to understand that the people still trading on his account are experienced and good traders, or they stuck around through a bear market, right? So these guys are active. Basically, just looks at his affiliate income when he's not getting paid. There's no trades going on. He doesn't trade because, like, well, there's no movement in the market. When people are trading, he'll trade. It's just as simple as that. So again, you can really build up your edges in this time, aside from just sitting here and looking at the chart. One final note before I go, I was just doing a podcast a few days back. And we're just talking about how much time someone probably spends on Twitter and on screen time looking at charts. And then if you break that down into an hourly cost of what your labour's worth, are you making the same amount out of the time you spend looking at the charts as what you are doing trading? Now, for some of you out there, you will, and that's great to hear. But for the ones that aren't, just reassess that and say, why am I spending so much time at this? If it's not going anywhere, could that time be better spent elsewhere? Could you learn something else that can help you? Could you focus on what your current edge is and just refine that over and over again? I watched the old film Kickboxer the other day. I don't know if everyone remembers Van Damme. There was a guy in it, he just used to kick the wall. Literally, that was his training. But his kick was so hard that he paralyzed Van Damme's friend. Van Damme had to go back and get revenge and all that. And yeah, it just made me think. Someone practices one thing so much, literally that can just be his finishing move, and that's all he needs to be good at. So if that's the case for you guys, stick to one thing. If it's working for you, stick to it, refine it, make it better. If it's partially working, again the same. And if it's not, just take a step back. But anyway, I'm ranting now. So going back to Bitcoin price, underlying thing, price levels to look at. We've ran the previous stops here. I've gone on a bit of a rant today, I'm just realising. Ran the previous stops here with this candle. There are stops probably sat above here that are shorter, so potentially looking up for a run up at this 7.5 level. The only reason I'm thinking it might not is we've already had one run here, boom, taken it. These guys are probably short on that or breakout longs. Then taken those stops again, so ran those if these guys were short here based on this high because they thought that was a high, boom, ran those. So I don't really think there's any more room for them to run the buy stops on the upside. So yeah, we potentially could be looking at a running of these stops on the way down. It hasn't really run much aside from these. These haven't been run. These, or it hasn't touched. I don't know if guys even put stops at these levels. There will be someone. But yeah, hearing a lot of people talking about new lows over the next few weeks, months. I'm going to liken it to how it was in 2016. People thought this Bitcoin halving was a magical event. And it wasn't. I mean, at the end of the day, nothing magical happened the week, the day after. And, you guys have probably just got to bear that in mind. So I've just got messages coming up. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on Bitcoin for this week. As always, thanks to everyone who watching, subscribes, all of that. Please hit the like video if you like this video. I did promise an altcoin review this weekend or last weekend gone. Apologies, I never got around to it. I'm actually going to record one probably in the week and just launch it on a Sunday. If you guys have got any altcoins you want looking at, please just let us know in the comments below. Aside from that, stay safe everyone. Keep indoors, and yeah, we'll see you soon.